Welcome to episode 6 of 6 Again with Finch.
What's funny, you know?
You just said don't be robotic, and you're like, welcome again to 6 Again.
No, it was.
I thought it was good. Welcome to episode 6 of 6 Again with Finch. With me again, my Coey, my ride along, Hazna. How are you, champ?
Bro, good.
Beautiful weather today.
It was warm. It was
Yes.
nice. I was working with a t-shirt today.
You were t-shirt. You got the guns out today.
Getting a little tan.
We got plenty to get through. A big round of footy, round 19. Some good performances, bad performance. We've got plenty to cover. What caught your eye in round 19, bro?
Bro, I have to say Dylan Edwards. He was awesome this week. Without Cleary and Yo, he took up the...
He really lifted, didn't he?
Yeah, he took control and made sure that he was the star player. 300 metres plus?
Made for nearly 300 metres, 2 tries.
Four or five
try involvements.
Yeah, and 2 tries.
I think he had spiders on him.
It was everywhere.
I wish he carried that form into New South Wales, but I think players around him would have made it hard for him. But yeah, he was brilliant on Friday night.
Outstanding.
Tore South Sydney to shreds.
Yeah, on his own too. Like
Any time a fullback runs for over 200 metres, it's a standout game. I think he ran for 287, 278.
Yeah.
Don't quote us on it, but like 5 try involvements, 2 tries.
Wahash.
Tackle bust. I think he got 9 tackle bust. So that was your...
Yeah, here's my standout for the week.
My 3-2-1 for the round that was round 19. The 3 goes to Ruben Garrick. He didn't end up stopping the try, but when Xavier Coates scored off a Grant Anderson break,
He started from the left on the 10-metre line.
he chased Jerome Hughes, then he chased Grant Anderson, then Grant Anderson throws a ripper 30-metre bounce pass to Coates,
And he tried to chase him.
and he nearly got there in the corner, and that shows great attitude. That's the type of players you want in your team.
100%.
And I think he's also playing busted a bit, which most players are at this time of the season.
That's correct.
But that epitomises what Manly need heading towards the finals.
Yeah.
And that'll hold them in good stead.
That was awesome. That was a great effort.
My 2 points goes to the Lockie Galvin pass.
The finishing
Match winner against St. George. I think all the journos were on a semi-erection, were waiting to write negative reports and bring Sexton back and the obituaries and, you know.
And then the life torn to shreds after
And then
that
2 minutes before, in the 78th minute, a 20-year-old who was under immense pressure comes up with a money pass.
Not just that, I read something yesterday. I think it was one of the boys, the Ostag group. Not the Ostag group, sorry, one of the WhatsApp groups that we're on.
Mm-hmm.
The involvement that he was with, he was
Both
involved
sides of the rock.
in the last 5 minutes. How he touched the ball in every tackle and was involved from left to right, tried to open up the right, but he still worked his way to the left. And he done the same move beforehand when Kickow tried to offload, but that obviously didn't work out.
Speaking of Kickow, what happened was the play before when he went to Kickow, Sloan jams in on Kickow, stops it. So he saved it in his memory bank, which you know. So the next time, he didn't pass to Kickow or Burden. It was a double cutout pass. It just shows a bit of footy now, a bit of footy skills, and I don't think he's getting enough plaudits or a credit for it.
No, of course
especially
not.
with a kid under pressure. Phil Gould said it last night on 100% Footy. When the game's on the line, there are 2 types of players. A player that wants the ball in his hands and not afraid to take the risk or go for the money play, the money ball, and players that shy away from it and wait in the background and be relying on someone else. And as a 20-year-old, that's awesome to see.
Bro,
He deserves all the plaudits that come his way.
100%.
I'm biased because I'm a massive Lockie fan.
Yeah.
But
it just shows you, right, that if Toby Sexton was in his position, he would have never ever wanted
Toby
to
Sexton would have ex-kicker.
Yeah, but
100%.
But to be honest, he would have never been involved on the left side.
Because he's always on the right side.
On the right side. It would have been more Burden that would have been lurking left or right. So it just shows, like you said, a 20-year-old willing to take those risks.
And that's why you buy halfback for. Your halfback, I know we don't want a halfback missing tackles or throwing pass over side on, but your halfback's like your quarterback. When the game on the line, you need to come up with that pass or that play.
Yeah.
And he did. It was a very courageous pass.
Yeah.
It was on Jeffro's chest, and Jeffro just finished with aplomb. Well done to him.
Straight out.
And my 1 point goes to none other than the Warriors' 19-year-old freak, Leka Halasima. I hope I say your name right. I think I did say his name right.
Yeah.
That finish,
Wahash. He's a wow.
He's 19 years old. The footwork, the pace, the power. He beat Bradman Best. Bradman Best's probably one of the fastest centers in the comp. Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Step past Dan Gagai. Dan Gagai's been okay. I know you're saying he's getting a bit on, but Gagai's still an Origin player, fullback, a proper player.
Yeah,
and
player,
he beat in the middle. It was Tyson Frizzell. From the moment you caught it, you sensed something special was going to happen.
Yeah.
And with that kid, with Leka, that player, I should keep calling him the kid. With that player, special things happen around him because he's a special player.
Right, like he ran like a winger, stepped like a winger, just...
The footwork, like I said, the footwork, the agility, the power, and the finish.
Wahash. I was amazed. I was so shocked.
Credit to Newcastle, but I think they were saying they were about... I think the media drummed it up a bit, but they had only 6 plays at the captain's run. They were going to forfeit, but I don't think it's ever...
No, they're not allowed a fourth.
Could they have postponed the game or...
I'm not sure.
They had 6 players on the training at the captain's run, which is like the run through.
I heard that they had a stomach bug.
The stomach bug, gastro, and a flu go through him.
Yeah.
And they blew 3 tries.
Yeah.
They blew.
Good effort from them, mine overall. They
deserve to win.
Yeah,
but a freakish play by a freakish player.
Yeah, 100%.
Going back to the Newcastle breaks, it's amazing in today's day and age how hard a draw and pass is. Whereas as growing up, I remember in the I wouldn't say under 5s. Under 9s and 10s, we did draw and pass. It was bread and butter at footy training. Even in Oztag or even in school footy, PWSA, zone footy.
It's quite simple.
2-on-1 draw and pass. The Knights blew 3 simple draw and pass. And Bradman Best, who's a quality player, twice stuffed it up. If they put 2 of the 3 chances they had, they win by 12 points.
That's true. They would have scored that.
But credit to Newcastle, they're still in there throwing him.
Yeah.
Punches, they haven't quit on their coach, even though the coach is under heaps of pressure. We think I think he's gone with there's smoke, there's fire. But you can tell the players are still playing for him.
Yeah. No, well, the effort was there. They like you said, they were the better team overall. It was just that.
Unlucky to Newcastle, but that was our star of the week. Goes to Leka Halasima.
Good work, bro.
Going on to, can I have a rant of the week? My rant.
Ahead. Love your rants.
My rant of the week. I just want to get it out of the way so I can. Shane Flanagan, you muppet. To blame the referee for the 2 calls that you're both wrong in. The first one, the Luciano Leilua, he needs to clear the ruck. Clearing the ruck is not putting your leg forward.
That's right.
To clear something, you move out of the way.
Hand is still on the player.
Hand was on the ball. Left hand was on the ball.
And the
right arm
was on the back.
It's not even 50-50 in my books. Call me biased. Clearing the ruck is moving the fudge out of the way.
Yeah.
Yes?
100%.
If the referee got it wrong, the bunker fixed it. Fair point.
That's right. There's 6 officials on the field, including the bunker. So.
Jacob Kiraz didn't put it on his foot because his foot was back. And then he takes a foot forward. So Kiraz is not going to know where, he's not a mind reader, Jacob Kiraz, to know where Luciano KFC Leilua is going to put his foot.
That's right.
And the second one, to say that kick out does those draw and passes in his sleep.
100%.
Sloane's hands wrapping him, it hits his hand, goes straight down, he goes forward pass.
Brother, Stevie Wonder can see the motion of him going like
that. But that's a coach under pressure and one that doesn't take accountability. Shane Flanagan, you're a muppet. You know who to blame? Blame yourself for your shit team selections. Blame your son who he's kicking for he's kicking for the penalty kicks for touch. We're going 5 meters, which under 12 amateurish shit. Then his clearing kicks go 20 meters, and he's got 2 freaks in Jonah Glover and Lockie Ilias.
Won 12 out of.
They've won 10 in a row now.
11 out of the 12 games they've won.
They've won. He keeps listing him in the extended bench and dropping him like a spastic. Take accountability, and then he moves Corey Allen, all my Dragons friends. If I've still got any after this, all my Dragons friends, my Dragons fans, friends. You know what I mean. Corey Allen is a winger at best. He puts him a centre. They have that young Greek kid, Nick. I'm not going to even try to pronounce his surname. I won't. Nick, who debuted against Cronulla, was awesome.
Yeah.
He's a genuine left centre.
And Allen's
he drops him and put Corey Allen in there.
Outdated. Completely
They've also got Matt Feeney, who's a young up and comer. Won't tell you a freak, but he's a centre. You have 2 bona fide centres there in Nick Zinguris, the Greek guy, and Matt Feeney, and you go with Corey Allen. So blame yourself, you muppet. All right, it wasn't the ref that lost you, and he forgot the 5 penalties to start the second half, all in St George's 5-0 penalty counts to start the second half. One last thing before I get off the muppet, because I don't want to give him airtime on my podcast. But he's the Muppet of the week. The new one, Hazna. Can we
agree.
put a Muppet little thingamajig?
I just gotta say you're a Halen.
10 seconds before before half time, Anari Tulau clears the ruck, trips over his own leg and falls over. We get penalised. Yet Luciano Leilua, left hand on the ball, right hand on the back of Carraz, right foot in the ruck, wants it to be play on. Wake up to yourself, you Halen.
Easiest interference.
Sorry.
But
now I feel better.
I agree.
To blame the referee,
I agree with everything.
Next thing I'll touch on the Harry Grant, the finish to the Manly versus Melbourne Storm game. Harry Grant's become a habitual. Yes, Harry Grant's become a habitual offender of that. He knows what he's doing, even if it doesn't hurt the player, Luke Brooks. Let's not wait for it to hurt a player, to break a player's legs or a severe knee injury for us to penalise him. He done that last year against Cronulla, Daniel Atkinson, and he got sin bin for it. And he done it again.
No, that was earlier in the game.
Last week and last week he did it against Jack Cogger in the Newcastle game. He got warned on the run. So it's not a coincidence that Harry Grant, if you want to put pressure on the kicker, put pressure on the kicker, but you're going to go in and wrap your arms. They said you can put pressure on the kicker. The NRL said, I don't agree with all the NRL's rules, but in this instance, you can't go through the kicking leg.
That's right.
Go there, either charge down the ball, attack the ball, or go in and try to make a tackle. Kick out done that against Parramatta. When Mitch Moses got sin bin, Harry Grant didn't get sin bin.
Yeah, but Moses milked it.
I understand, but I'm saying I believe that was a fair penalty to Manly, and I'm not Manly's biggest fan, but that's a genuine penalty.
It is a genuine penalty, even though I don't agree with that sort of penalty in the game. Like, it's a touch, but it's a minor contact. It's a contact sport at the end of the day, and it's really minor.
But I think the NRL is trying to make it black and white in that instance. Like I said, let's not wait till he breaks his leg or he's out with an ACL, MCL, PCL, Shangli CL.
Like I said, I don't disagree that it's the right call, but I just disagree that it should be a penalty. You know what I mean?
Another thing to come out of that game, Jacob Carraz gets charged with a grade 2 lifting. He's he took the he paid the fine. He laid that on his backside. But if he went to the judiciary and fought it, it was 2 weeks or $2,500 fine. Jacob Carraz not a scumbag or Canterbury like Ryan Madison. They paid the fine, but that's going to hang over his head heading into the finals, which is dangerous.
True.
In the Manly Melbourne game, Jazz Tavanga lifts Trent Liero.
And nothing happened.
High off the ground, dumps him on his ass. He goes to the bunker. He lands on his ass, never in a dangerous position.
Nothing happened.
Your match review panel, pull your finger out. You're lucky Shane Flanagan was the Muppet of the week because you're the second Muppet of the week.
They didn't even get...
It wasn't even a penalty. Liero passed it to Meaney. Meaney threw it to Kamakamitha and they knocked it on. They said play on.
Wow.
Where Jacob Carraz got put on report and grade 2 charge.
Yeah, incredible. There's no consistency with the...
Consistency is hard, but the black and white ones you need to get right.
Yeah, straight out.
Blake Brayley.
Wahash.
What did I tell you?
Love him, bro.
He's
my number one. He's my number one hooker in the game.
He should have been the new. I said 100%. That game 1. Do you remember when 100%. We did our first episode?
How long is he in Sharks for?
Oh, they're in talks to resign him for life now.
Fuck, bro.
He's running game now. He's who else? He'd probably be up in the top 2 in the NRL.
He's top
Harry
3.
Grant
top 3.
Harry Grant at his best is the best hooker, like scheming out of
that's right.
Api Coruscant's not running as much.
That's right.
Now because they've got
and he's playing less minutes now as well.
Yeah, and plus they've got now 3 halves, which they're playing the second half, the second 5'8" in Dewey at lock, which is taken away from Api. But I'm saying Blake Brayley, most improved player of the year.
Yeah,
he was a gun. He's gone now to like in the top echelon of players.
He was even good last year as well for him. He's not normal.
Coming into the semis, that win last week against Roosters will give Sharks a lot of confidence because they're still missing. They were missing Ramian, they were missing Keo Iro, and they were missing one other forward. Brendan Cora got HIA'd in that game. So they're three of their guns. They're to come back. So I think they're starting to hit their stride now. Yes,
they'll be dangerous in the finals when it comes to finals.
For the Roosters. Trent Robinson picked Chad Townsend over Sandon Smith. Sandon Smith was, we know we're going back to Anzac Day, but he was the best player on the field by a country mile Why did he pick Chad?
just
Can
that.
you tell me on what earth is Chad Townsend a better player than Sandon Smith? Sandon Smith's been there from round one.
Look, he probably done the core as a respect of whatever it is to you're versing your old team or whatever.
He hasn't been there for 3 years.
True, but like Trent Robinson is that much of a haywan that should have sat there and go, Sandon Smith and Savala have taken us to where we are today. They're in the fight for the 8, right?
Yeah, of course they are.
Yeah, and that's because of Sandon Smith and Savala, not Sam Walker's just come in the last 2 weeks. So he should have picked Sandon Smith as a half. Like at the end of the day, you've gone well with the first 15 rounds with Sandon Smith. Why change it? Why put Chad Townsend against He's played one first grade game this year?
I think he played the first 2, then got dropped
There you
for
go.
Savala. I asked a few people. I even asked a couple of Roosters fans. They, for the life of them, do not know why.
Yeah, it was just a dumb call. Dumb call. Should have
I've never. Anyway, did you see the Des Hasler blow up in the sheds?
Yeah, that was like taking me back to memory lane, man.
Can I give you my take on it? Can I give you my take on it? Des Hasler has coached nearly 500 games. That wasn't done by accident. That was calculated. Des Hasler knows exactly where the cameras are. Des Hasler did that to show the Titans management and the head honchos at the Titans that he still cares, he still wants to be coach, and to put his foot down to show that, like, the Titans players.
Not me. It's your players.
Yes. It's like I'm doing what I can, but the player's not responding. I'm going to escalate my verbals or my spray or the way he gives his messages.
Yeah.
Because you can see, for a second, he looks up to the camera. He tells that lady to, I think, leave the dressing room or to move, so the camera gets a clear view at him.
I think he just repeated himself hundreds of times.
It was calculated, and it was to show Titans management, in my opinion, that he still wants to be there. Because their loss against the Tigers now, they're no chance of making the semis.
That's right.
So why have that spray directly after your no chance to make semis? Is to show the Titans he still wants to be there, he still cares.
Valid call.
And he's not trying to lump, but I still think that the players he gives them a good game plan, but some of those errors is amateurish. When the Gold Coast first came into the NRL, everyone knew it was a holiday destination. It was a glitter strip, or players go there. Okay, every NRL team is professional, trains hard, but you just tell the Gold Coast there's distractions. There's the beach all year round. There's the nightlife. There's the restaurants. There's the tourism coming in and out. There's the hotels.
It's a relaxed place in Australia.
Sacking Des. I was a couple of weeks back. I think sacking Des because I thought his messages became stale. But I don't think sacking Des and bringing another coach in. It's some of the players. David Fafita will go into our preview of the coming round. David Fafita's been demoted again.
Really?
He's back to Queensland Cup.
I think there should be a change of culture, as in like change of players. There needs to be, man. There's like
you can tell
the senior players there, apart from Tino,
Jermaine Jolliffe, Bo Firma, Jaden Campbell, AJ Brimson. I can tell are having a genuine crack.
Yeah,
but the rest leave a lot to be desired.
That's right.
Sorry, a lot to be desired for.
Yeah, I think that there needs to be a change of culture, change of players, get a bit more experience.
Broom in, broom out.
Get more experienced players that are like culture driven, and that could maybe lift the Titans, because right now they just look boring to watch.
I bet they're regretting their decision to make David Fafita backflip on his Roosters deal. If David Fafita, look how the chairs or the chairs fell. I think that's the word. If David Fafita ended up going to the Roosters were going to lose Angus Crichton, and then the best thing to happen for the Roosters was the Titans getting
David
Fafita to backflip. He's on $1.1 million, and now he's playing Queensland Cup. He'd be worth more than half the sides there.
I don't understand why he's...
Is he going to be another Dave Taylor type player?
He already looks like he is. He's failing hard.
And that's why, like, even Billy Slater doesn't pick him. Billy Slater hasn't picked him for the last 2 Origin series. There's got to be a reason.
It says something, bro.
It has to be the attitude.
100%.
The work ethic and attitude. Because on his day, he should be the best. He should be.
He should be top 3.
No. He should be the best second row in the game. size, speed, footwork, agility, offload, and should have a massive motor on him as a second row. Look what going back to look what Leka as a 19-year-old doing compared to Dave Fed, who's played for Australian Origin.
Yeah, I just feel like the system.
And that epitomises everything wrong at the Titans at the moment.
Yeah, I agree.
Moving on, I just thought a couple of the refereeing performances, mainly Belinda Sharp and Todd Smith on the weekend. Belinda Sharp missed 3 knock-ons. The one where Jerome Lulai, just before the field goal, he drags the ball, he bounces it. It was another Robert Derby moment. Bro, a knock-on's been a knock-on for 105 years. If it goes straight down and propels forward, it's a knock-on.
Easy.
Yet they call them knockbacks, knock-ons.
And knock-ons, knockbacks.
She missed 3 of them.
Hopeless. She hasn't reffed an NRL game for a while, and then all of a sudden she's come back. Like she was doing the winners before.
But she's hopeless. And they do reviews, and they're the best they've been, and the scrutiny. It's a knock-on. It's black and white. They're under pressure. It's a knock-on. I get blasted at Oztag for missing a knock-on. I'm on $30 a game. She's on 300 grand. And Todd Smith, I think Bellamy bit his tongue a bit in the press conference, but Bellamy was alluding to Todd Smith lost control of that game towards the end of the Manly game. Sorry, they did the Roosters game. It was Trent Robertson that tried to Jesse Cohoon. Spencer Lenu had his hand on him. And then he reached out to double movement.
Yeah, of course it is. Stupid.
I just hope the refereeing standard picks up heading to the semis, because games are going to be won and lost by 2, 4 and 6 points.
Yeah.
And if coaches are being held accountable, 19-year-old and 20-year-old Galvins are being held accountable, Buzz Rothfield, you scum, referees should be held accountable. Stop brown-nosing and speak about right and wrong. Another thing we touch on, Mitchell Wood's form for the Bulldogs in reserve grade.
Outstanding.
He outclassed Sexton. He was in everything.
Do you think,
yes,
this is just my theory, right?
He won't debut this year.
No. It's got nothing to do with debut. Do you think that he pulled a performance like that because Sexton came into the side and he's like, I
think he's building now. No, he's played now. It should be.
Last week he played and they got smashed 50
because
points.
they had no forwards. Serrella took 25 plays up to Cowboys. He took the whole 4-pack. Luke Smith went up there. Curtis Morrow and Galvin. They played like a second string reserve grade side. Okay, the 50-0 still is embarrassing. But remember, Serrella took 21 plus 2 or 3. He took Finau Latu, the guy we signed.
Right.
They took them all with them to the Cowboys. No, to North Queensland, to the Cowboys game. So they all left with a shell of a team in that.
True.
I think they're just outside of the top 8. They're making a run now.
No, they're 6 or 7.
Are they 6?
Yeah.
Okay, Cassius Tia.
Yeah, wash. He's a good centre. Even though he's in the halves, right?
We bought him he was a halfback at the Roosters. Then we bought him last year. He won the SG Ball as a halfback. He got player of the match. Him and Jake Underhill. Then we moved him to 5'8" because he's filled out in the off season. He can play lock or centre. We don't even have a utility in first grade, but I wish he got a crack during Origin period. I would love for him to get a game maybe against South.
Is he eligible?
Yes. Remember, after round 10, you can play anyone. After round 10, you can play anyone that's in your club. The first 10 rounds, you have to play the top 30. After round 10, from round 11 onwards, the South game, the second South game, the Broncos game. I wish he got a taste of it when Kurt Mann and Carraz and that were out.
Him and Mitch Woods were out.
Keep an eye on Bulldogs fans. Keep an eye on Cassius Tia in reserve grade or coming through. Hope we don't lose him. Especially on kid, very talented. Can play multiple positions.
Back to Woods, but 4 try assists, a try, 8 runs,
and he's playing tough.
40 meters
For such a slight build, he's playing tough.
Yeah.
He might get a taste of first grade next year.
I hope he does.
If Burden ends up making Origin and then Sexton will be in the Catalan within in the Super League.
He's second up.
Drew Hutchison's not getting re-signed. Clutchison. So Mitch Woods is next up.
No.
It'll be exciting.
I'm excited to see him. There's big raps about him, so hopefully he doesn't become a Galvin. But Phil Gould done smart. He's left him in.
I don't think he should. In regards to Mitchell Woods, I don't think he should debut this year. No chance.
Yeah. Well, like this year or last year, you know what I mean?
Because he was 70 kilos wet last year.
Regardless, like Galvin, I understand he's a bigger body, but he's still skinny, you know. And we look at all the pressure and media hype on Galvin as at this time of his life and career, you know. So yeah, I feel like Mitch Woods was good to keep him in the New South Wales Cup and put him in when he's 21, 22, ready to go.
We got some resigning news come to hand. Alex Johnson, 2 more years at South.
Heard that today.
He'll smash the all-time try-scoring record.
Easy.
He's 6 away. If Cody Walker and Latrell were still in the side, I reckon he would have done it this year because he was going at 2-3 tries a game.
Yeah, that's right.
A few weeks back, he got 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, you're right.
But now we got poor Souths have been riddled with injury. They've got Tullis Duncan playing in the centres, Ewan Aiken, and they've now Jamie Humphries has got a concussion. O'Sullivan's broken his leg. Mitchell done his quad. Calf for
Keon
now. Syndesmosis out for 4 to 6 weeks, which that'll be his season.
They've had a rough year.
He Alex Johnson. It'll be special when he breaks that record, but he's resigned for 2 years. Apisao Coruscant, 2 more years at the Tigers, announced today.
Do you think that will make Luai backflip or keep staunch
to take out the clauses?
Yeah.
It all depends on what happens with Benji. For the Tigers, they wanted to be pushing for the top 8 deep into the year. If they got Penrith, if they get blown off the park by Penrith, and then they got another hard game after Penrith, then that puts a bit of pressure.
They got Penrith Dogs.
Okay, that'll put a bit of pressure on Benji. But if he Jags a win this week or next week, and they're still well in contention for the top 8, it'll be a successful year for the Tigers in relation to Benji.
I think regardless, it's a successful year for them because if you really look at it,
they've already won more games than
and Roosters are in the fight for the 8, and they've only won 1 more game more than them.
Special mention to Taylor May, T-May,
Wahash,
rapper extraordinaire. Boxer,
hasn't played
Tiny. I know they call him Tiny, but he's so powerful.
Hasn't played for 2 years.
He hasn't played 2 years. Comes and puts in I wouldn't say 9 out of 10 performance.
Easy.
Well done.
Tackle busts and a try, and
they always look threatening going to the left.
Yeah,
and they favour the left. Whereas Stafford Toa is a very good player, but you can see they wanted to feed Taylor May so much ball because he was having a very good game.
You're right.
Did you like Dewey at 13?
Yeah, he's been going good in the middle.
He won him the game, but
even last week,
I just think it's Latu final didn't get enough ball.
Yeah,
the halfback. You can see that when Appy was going to dummy half, to his left is Jerome, to his right was Dewey, and then Latu was sort of in the background. But
that's to be honest.
They're going to find a median, or
he's got to demand the ball. Speaking
of Dewey, he's in talks. He's in well advanced talks with the Panthers and Parramatta.
Apparently, Dragons have knocked on the door now.
He had a medical with the Dragons at the beginning of the season, and I don't know whether he failed the medical or they didn't call him back or there was a breakdown. Nothing came of it. But now he's got Parramatta and Penrith. He'd be awesome at Penrith.
Yeah, with that system.
But I'm saying Azaio's there, Talangi's there, and Cleary's there. Like if Penrith came knocking on, well, I'll go play wing for Penrith.
Do you think you're going to play?
But where would he go?
That 14 role.
But wouldn't you want to start, or would you be happy playing in an awesome team like Penrith towards the end of his career?
Do you think?
And Parramatta have got Dylan Walker at the 13.
I think Dragons are a good fit.
I want to go Dragons.
Jack de Bellin's gone. Who is he signed with? Jack de Bellin? Para. So there's their lock gone.
But they've got Hamish Stewart, they've got Dylan Egan, they've got Jaden Sewer, they've got Luciano Leilua. They're stacked in the back row. They're stacked. They got Jacob Halangahu, the 19-year-old under 19s New South Wales. He might debut. There's a tip he might debut this week.
Do you think they'll put him centre at Penrith?
They're not putting him halfback.
Of course not.
I'll put him 5'8".
Over Blaze?
No, at St George.
At St George.
But I'd go to Penrith. Even I'd be more than happy to play the 14 role and to be in that system in an awesome winning culture and that.
Wait, on Adam Dewey, right? Do you think if he didn't have a bad run with his injuries, like throughout his career, do you think he would have been a good player?
I believe he's already a good player. He was never going to be Origins because he's got too many people in front of him. But I'd love to have him in my side.
You'd put him in the Dogs?
Over salmon every day of the week. It's a stupid question.
Salmon.
I'd have your grandma over salmon.
I'll let her have it.
Oh, I mean, sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
You know how much I hate salmon. And the Tigers I think the Tigers lowballed him, offered him less than 300, so he's dirty with the Tigers.
I don't think he even wanted to be there.
He's easy a $300,000 player. You can't offer Adam Doyle who can play fullback at a pinch, centre, 5'8", halfback at 13.
Very versatile.
You got 300 grand.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Tigers, Jareen Buller was seen in the Bulldogs members area.
Members section, yeah.
Social media, media circles, Triple M, 2GB went off.
Not just any members section.
The cushion seats.
Yeah, where all the families of the players and.
But you know he's best friends with Lockie, and Lockie Galvin gave him tickets to come watch him play.
Of course,
but a lot of the players are going watching their friends.
But the biggest question mark is that his agent was there with him that night.
Yeah,
not Isaac Moses, the one that works for Isaac.
Okay.
So
I hope it. I love Jareen, but Jareen Buller is a freak in the making.
Do you think?
But I can't see what 1 + 1 doesn't equal necessarily 2 right at the moment.
Do you think Jerome Buller is just showing the Tigers? Look, who else is interested in me? He's gonna up your ante.
But Feel Good doesn't do it everything in the open. He would have took him. He didn't take him to a Chinese restaurant.
True.
He didn't go Canterbury Leagues.
Or do you think
Isaac Tunga was at Leichhardt in the corporate boxes? He was watching Taylor May, Terrell May, and his ex-Penrith teammates. Doesn't mean Isaac Tunga was going there.
Or do you think?
I hope it is.
Do you think Buller is just showing the Bulldogs, I want to play here, I want to be here?
I'm signing his mom.
Bro, easy. Well, apparently he's got a clause that...
The Tigers haven't taken it up yet.
Yeah, if they take it up, he's on 900 grand. And if he doesn't, then he's on 800 grand.
At the moment, I don't think he's worth 900 grand, sorry.
No, I don't think. I reckon the 600, 650 is reasonable.
650 is very reasonable.
Yeah, for his age.
But obviously his manager's going to sell him to the highest bidder.
He's less than 50 games in NRL, so yeah, I'd put him at 600, 650 because he's promising. He's got big potential.
If he activates his renewal for next year, it's 800. He's holding off for the Tigers to activate it, he gets 900. Yeah, so they're just playing checkers and chess and that with that.
And you know what's funny? Moses doesn't have a single dollar from any of those contracts.
Why?
Because apparently Moses came after his...
No, but if the extension or a new contract, then he gets...
Yeah, that's why Moses said... Moses came out this year and said that we're shopping around. We're looking at other clubs.
What was it? The Tigers. So going back onto the Tigers, that was a very poor performance at Leichhardt Oval on a Sunday. It was a 2 o'clock game. It was a 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it was.
A packed hill. That game was so boring. Like I had the boxing, the Zeus fight. I had the UFC on the laptop. I had the boxing on the phone, and I was watching the game. I stopped paying attention to the game. And
no offense to Tigers, but like it's the level they suited that match. Like the level of Titans and the level of Tigers.
But the difference the Tigers a few weeks back pushed Penrith all the way with Cleary.
Maybe they're gassed out. Maybe they've been really inconsistent all year. That they show promising signs. The first 6-7 weeks was like, you know what? I think they could push for the 8 here, and they've just now fallen off the ladder, which is very worrying. I think it needs to
we'll give this week's game against Penrith. I just want to double check what is it, a day game or not? Saturday 5:30. It's the twilight game.
Because Penrith are gonna blow off the
park. They're outsiders. And
this is what I mean by
levels. It's old teammates playing old teammates. I think it'll be a cracker game.
Nah.
You don't think?
I think the levels are different, like I mentioned before.
Okay.
Top tier against the bottom tier. That's the truth.
One last thing before we preview the upcoming round.
21.
Round 21. It's nice to see that the Bulldogs are still living rent-free in Buzz Alcoholics' old fart fossils brain rent-free.
He's a hater, bro. Big
hater. I've never seen such a spiteful cunt.
Big hater. Every week he's got to write something about us.
Every week, every day.
Every week.
Now apparently I love Dan Ganane, but like he got Dan Ganane on board. Now apparently we've beaten no one.
No, but nobody. We've been...
okay, so if we've beaten no one, look how hypocritical he is. So when Sexton was there, we beat no one. Why were they talking about Sexton taking us to the top
of the ladder?
But we beat no one. So why are you talking about Sexton's performance?
Contradicting humans.
And all of a sudden, he's watching Bulldogs reserve grade. He's not allowed at Belmore. I don't know how he got into the. He watched highlights, but he brushed Mitch Wood's stats for Sexton.
You know what he highlighted?
How much, like how one-sided he is to push his narrative.
You know what he highlighted? The 18 points that Sexton scored because of conversions.
Conversions.
That's what he highlighted. He scored 18 points. He done one line break assist for the first time this year. Toby Sexton.
We don't want to put. He's making me put shit on Toby Sexton by exposing the stats or four. But if we've beaten no one, and Sexton was there when we beat no one, he took us a foot. Why keep harping on about why drop him then? So we beat no one. We got to take our game to the next level. Something
to pick on. He was really strong.
What's Phil Good done to this guy?
I don't know.
He must have stolen his lunch money, bullied him at school, stomped on his head. Didn't stop on it. Maybe stopped on it too hard.
He didn't sleep on Sunday night because of that Jacob Kiraz call. Did you see him on 360 yesterday?
Yeah.
Allah alayya. He didn't stop talking about it.
There was nothing to talk about.
No, I agree with Shane Flanagan, and then Reedy goes, mate, I think it's the right call.
But Shane Flanagan's
They're friends.
Yeah, of course he is. Shane Flanagan's friends. But I would just say, like, I just want to challenge you, Buzz, this clown. How about you go a week without writing anything, positive, negative, or neutral about the Bulldogs? Is that possible? Do you think that's possible?
No way.
Do you think he'll start scratching like a junkie or something?
Something will happen.
Like I've got non-Bulldogs. I've got other teams' fans who hate the Bulldogs, and going, this guy's just a spiteful old wood duck.
He's
congratulations to Brett Reid, not because he's sticking up for the, but Brett Reid put him a couple of times in his spot. Brett Reid goes to him. Okay, you put up the stats. He didn't. Brayford has to put up stats, but then Buzz Rothfield agreed that the stats don't show Sexton in the best light, and there needed to be a change.
Right.
And our spine needed, and our attack needed
a change,
a refresher. Yet, then the next week,
it's crazy, bro.
Good on you, Brett Reid. What do they call Brett Reid? Peabody, Mr. Peabody.
Mr. Peabody.
Love you, bro. Keep up the good work, champ. All right, Hazna, let's move on to now round 21. We've got a cracker game on Thursday. It's the Roosters versus the Melbourne Storm at Allianz Stadium, 7:50 game.
Pappenhausen back yet?
Pappenhausen out. Cameron Munster is got his father's funeral. He's missing. For the Roosters, Trent Robertson's dropped, surprise, Chad Townsend, and he's got Sandon Smith back. Hugo Savala, but he's on extended bench. He might come in late. And Victor Radley is missing for the Roosters. The Roosters now are in...
What happened to Victor?
Shoulder. He's got a shoulder complaint. The Roosters are in 10th spot.
Poor cunt.
Playing at home. Is this do or die for the Roosters, this game?
I think that all games are do or die for them to stay intact.
Okay, I'll say this, but no games are easy in NRL. But if they can't beat the Melbourne Storm at home without Ryan Pappenhausen and Cameron Munster, they don't deserve to be in the 8.
True.
Is that a fair point?
Yeah, true. I guess so.
And they need to bounce back after that lackluster performance against Cronulla. The Bellamy's still got Joe Chan playing in the centres. Surely they can. He's getting exposed in the centres. I should have seen an extended bench. Have they got another centre? No, he's got no other. Jonah Pezzett. Tuamaloto Brown can play centre.
Melbourne have been really scrappy, man, lately. Like, even though that they put on points, they've been really scrappy. Like
Manly deserved to win last week. They dropped so much ball.
Yeah,
Bellamy had a heart attack.
Melbourne beat themselves last week because of the errors. You know, like 9 or 10 errors in the first half, I think it was. It was very bad.
For the Roosters, Billy Smith is out again, the centre. Ethan King takes his spot. I see a tight win for the Roosters.
I wish.
You got the Roosters winning, or you got Melbourne?
I've got Melbourne 13 plus, man.
Melbourne 13 plus. Okay. Moving on to the Friday 6 p.m. game is the 13th place Cowboys versus 11th place Dragons at Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. The Cowboys are missing Thomas McKaylee and Murray Tuolangi with that hamstring injury. But they welcome back Johnny Bateman, who will give them a bit more creativity. Nanai starts, Cotter's there. Versus the Dragons. The Dragons have moved out. Shane Flanagan has moved his favourite player, or second favourite player after his son, Corey Allen. He moves from centre
To wing.
to cover for the young kids, the young kid's shoulder dislocation. And now he brings in Matt Feeney, he's a centre. Still, King Kyle's at halfback. Let's see how far he kicks this week.
12 metres.
And an unchanged lineup. This is do or die for the Dragons.
Yeah.
And if they lose, who's he going to blame? Is he going to take accountability?
I can't believe he didn't get fined.
Of course he doesn't get fined.
He blamed refs point blank, and he did not get fined. Not even a sanction.
A sign of weakness is when any person doesn't take accountability. Take accountability. Say I stuffed up. I didn't pick the team. Say I played players out of position. It's not a coincidence they've lost a lot of games by 2-4. They're in the game. They haven't been blown off the park except for that Anzac Day game and I think a Raiders game, a couple of games. But just say the team selections for them are wrong, and they have a go at their fans who bleed red and white. They've been there long before
Shane.
Before Shane Flanigan. You don't want to lose those diehard fans. I hope Scott Drinkwater has a field day. A, for my fantasy, and B, because I can't stand Shane Flanagan crap. I got the Cowboys 13 plus.
I got Cowboys 1-12.
Quick question: how many times will Robert Derby drop the ball?
Knock back. Remember, they knock back.
Oh, have they got the same ref? If it's the same ref here, who's the ref?
They knock back.
Oh, Grant Atkins. No, he'll knock. Next game is. This should be it's a shame that the Eels. It's the Friday night primetime game. The resurgent Brisbane Broncos versus the Parramatta Eels at Suncorp Stadium. Parramatta missed their freak young fullback Oyongi to a broken hand. Mitch Moses comes back, but then a start in there with their best player, Mitch Moses, comes back, but they lose.
Who takes his spot?
Papali.
Joash
Papali.
Yeah.
Well, he's a natural
fullback.
But Dylan Brown's still on the extended bench. For the Broncos, massive in, the best prop in the world, the monster.
Big Haas.
Payne Haas comes back. Jesse Alphas comes back to the wing. Excuse me. Corey Jensen makes a return but comes off the bench. And Xavier Willison keeps his starting spot. Can I say something? The Parramatta, even though they're sitting in 16th spot and they're the Bulldogs' arch enemy, they play attractive game of footy.
Yeah.
Everyone thought the Raiders would blow them off the park last week. The Raiders came out and scored 12 points in 10 minutes and everyone thought floodgates.
That's right.
But Parramatta under Jason Rolls, they're fun to watch in extent. Like they've always
got patches.
Yeah, like Dylan Brown's going good. Even they got Charlie Guymer's going good. They've got Jermaine Hopgood now. Junior Paulo now is good regained some of the form. Yeah. Jack Williams has been a revelation in second row.
I feel like another preseason under Jason Rolls.
They'll improve next year. Yeah. If they get Jack DeBellin they've got him as a hard head to play prop. Mitch Moses, if he stays injury free, take any star halfback and best player out of any side, they're going to struggle, especially Parramatta. But well done to him for having the balls. Like he stuck to his guns. Dylan Brown's not in his plans there.
Yeah.
Got rid of him.
Well, he told him you
can leave.
You can leave. Go to Newcastle before June 30, and he said no. But that just shows you that there's no hunger into going to adapt to the new lifestyle that he's going to in Newcastle.
He made the tough calls, and I can see I can see some green shoots coming for Parramatta. Even like I said, as a Bulldogs fan, you don't want to see. We like seeing him in 16th, 17th spot.
No, there's bright future for him.
But compare how they're playing now to the first 4 rounds. It's chalk and cheese.
Yeah, you're right.
And I can see plenty of good things happening at Parramatta.
This year they've performed well, but there's been patches, and they haven't been a consistent 80-minute team, where I feel like another pre-season for them will get them up there for that 80-minute performance. For me, I feel like it's going to be a Parramatta upset.
Wow.
Yeah.
If Oyongi plays, maybe, but...
Moses back is a big inclusion, but and on top of that, Brisbane have been riding high for too long, bro.
No, I'm going to use Hazna's special 13 plus Brisbane. Payne Haas to run riot. Katoni Stagg's been in brilliant form. Probably one of the form centres in the comp. Him and Herbie Farnsworth.
Yeah.
Katoni Stags playing tough footy.
Parramatta 1-12.
Okay. Is that your bold prediction of the week? Yeah.
But it's a reality too.
Okay.
I think.
You're starting to hate on Brisbane a bit.
No, I'm not hating. They're just riding too high. They've been up for 6-7 weeks in a row.
No, I think they're building.
You're
now.
telling me they're going to win more than 10 in a row?
I think they're going to win 13 plus. Unless it rains.
I'm not talking about the points. I'm talking about winning in a row.
Oh, they're due for. You're saying they're due for a loss?
They've been riding too high.
Okay. The Saturday 3:00 game. It's the 4th place Warriors versus the Wooden Spoon Titans at Go Media Stadium in Auckland. The Warriors, after that last gasp win at Newcastle, will be riding high. They get Charles Nickel Clockstat back.
That's good.
And as we said, the Titans, they dropped Lofikan Pereira and David Fafita. The less said about this game, the better. Just think Warriors Avalanche.
Yeah, Warriors 13 plus. Easy.
Especially
coming back from last week, almost losing to Newcastle. They have to take their
can't
finger out of the arse and realise that no game's easy.
And no Tino for the Titans.
They're also injured.
No Tino. Poor guy had a bad luck of injury. But it's the other knee, not the knee that he had the ACL on, which is positive for himself. 13 plus for the Warriors. We're both in agreement to that. Not much to say about that game. Saturday 5:30 game, we touched on it a little bit earlier. The Panthers off 6-7 wins in a row versus the West Tigers. Panthers welcome back Isaiah and Nathan Cleary. Brian To'o still listed, but they've got Alamotti as 18th man. If I was Ivan Cleary and he's a gun coach, I'd rest Brian To'o.
I think he will.
He's got a very bad cork on his knee and his hamstring. Bro, he's got that much strapping on his legs, you can't see any skin.
Apparently he's been playing with that injury all year.
You can manage it, but I'm saying Paul Alamotti is a very, very good, he's a grand final winning winger. He's a more than adequate replacement.
And he's improved a lot.
I'd even give Brian To'o 2 weeks off. Stephen Crichton a couple of weeks back went to Fiji with his partner. He needs time. Maybe Brian To'o needs time away to refresh it and come back fit and fine for their genuine push. The Panthers and the Broncos want the Warriors to fail, but I don't think the Warriors will be failing against the Titans. But they're coming for 4th spot and they're coming for it hard.
Yeah.
Tigers. The Isaac Tui, the ex. What's his ex? He Rooster. Not ex. Sorry, I'll say that again. The ex South Sydney winger, the Isaac Tui Pelotu.
Tui Pelotu.
Yeah, Tui Tupu.
Oh yeah.
He comes in for Charlie Staines, who Charlie Staines had a very ordinary game.
Yeah.
That's their only change. Right, the Terome, yes, Alex Twal. Oh, sorry, Alex Seyfarth comes off the bench into the starting second row, and Jack Bird goes back to the bench. There was a late switch with Tristan Hope and Api Coruscant last week.
Yeah.
Do you think
off the bench?
So Benji's using Tristan Hope for the first 15-20 minutes and then injecting Appy into the game?
Yeah, I think because of that.
That'll work for him.
He did okay last week. He was okay last week, and I think it's just to bring out.
So Appy's there in the end, not fatigue.
Yeah,
so Appy's still got
right.
that 60 minutes of genuine push.
And the first 20 minutes, as we know, it's probably the hardest in the whole 80 minutes.
Liam Martin listed in number 19. He's trying to push for a return. Man, the Panthers are starting to look scary.
Mercy rule.
Blowout. So I don't have to ask you?
Nah.
13 plus?
Easy.
Sorry, Tigers fans.
Yeah, no offense, but it's just reality. Here's the truth.
No, because we're one week we're high on them, we're low on them, but I can't see nothing other than
real, bro.
An easy Penrith victory. The 7:30 game is the injury-riddled South Sydney Rabbitohs versus the Sharks. Sharks are in 8th spot now with their win over the Roosters. That was a massive win for them. Another stack of changes for South. Jamie Humphries is out, Keon's out, Mamazoulis is out with a HIA. Lewis Dodd and Jai Gray are good ins, and Shaq Mitchell. But yeah, one-way traffic.
Yeah, easy.
Cronulla Sharks tidal wave coming.
Yeah, I feel sorry for South. They've had a rough year.
They've got 11 first graders out.
Yeah, and it's been throughout the whole year, you know.
It's just been constant.
They have never lined up their full strength team this year. Not once.
No. Sharks are missing Britton Okora to that knee to the head, the HIA, that 11-day stand down. But other than that, they're pretty much at full strength.
Yeah, I think
Jesse Raymond comes back in. They're only missing Keo Oro from that hamstring injury, and Britton Okora that 1 week for the HIA. That's the 7:30 game. Oh, they're taking that game to Gosford. It's going to be a long drive up and a long drive back.
for the both.
Sharks 13 plus?
Yeah.
Easy?
I think Sharks 13 plus with another Blake Brayley.
Masterclass.
Master special.
Sunday, 2 p.m, the first place Raiders versus the 14th place Knights at GIO Stadium. Raiders, who are they missing? Oh, Sebastian Chris, the centre, has got an eagle, and Simi Sasangi comes in for him. The Newcastle Knights, they, like we said, they put up a genuine effort, but
They'll put up another fight, I reckon. I hope to God Newcastle beat them, bro.
that'll be a miracle. I just think that the Green Machine got something special going this year.
They are. They're really.
They play as a unit. They've got KO Weeks firing. Ethan Strange now is hitting his straps.
They're real connected.
Josh Papali's even thinking about flipping on his St Helens deal.
Yeah, and extending.
They're trying to make room for him. But I'm hearing Newcastle, their opponent, trying to get Trey Mooney, a very good young prop. Dogs were speaking to Trey Mooney before they bought
I heard about him.
Leo Thompson. He's too good to be playing reserve grade. Trey Mooney, awesome young prop.
And he's playing reserve grade at
He's a reserve grade. No. He's playing reserve grade at the Raiders.
Oh, okay.
Knights wanted to buy him after they lost Leo Thompson, and Dogs were talking to Trey Mooney before they signed Leo Thompson.
yeah.
But that's where Josh Papali'i because he loves the Raiders so much. If he takes up that top 30 spot and it's a prop spot, they might lose one of the young guns, and because they're stacked with Joseph Tapani, Corey Horsburgh, Morgan Smithies, Adam Mariota.
They're packed out.
Look, Trey Mooney can't even make the side. He's in number 19.
Canberra.
What would you do in that instance, Hazna? Would you give Josh Papali'i one more year and risk losing an up and coming, or a genuine first grader, a young blood, or would you say to Josh, "Thanks for your services. It's just that's the way the salary cap works. We need to blood the next generation."
I think you'd blood in that Mooney.
Trey Mooney?
Yeah.
Can you see Josh Papali'i playing for any other team in the NRL?
No.
He's come out and said I won't, but he's got 5 or 6. His wife's just given birth. He's got 6 kids. Would you move him to St Helens in England?
I don't know. It's a big call, but who would he play for? And he'll get big money.
But the South need props. Newcastle need props.
True.
He.
Do you think he'll back?
It's going to be his decision whether he is willing to play for another team in NRL.
Do you think he's willing to do that? Even though he's already said yeah.
But he'd get offers here. He's not okay. As of 3 weeks ago, he's still an Origin level prop.
He's an Origin legend, bro.
No, he's still playing Origin.
That's true.
But he's a walk-up start at the Tigers, at the Titans. Parramatta need a prop. They're playing Hopgood at South.
I wouldn't mind him on the bench for us.
Bulldogs instead of Salmon. Raiders 30 plus, easy game.
I think it'll be close, but
there's going to be an upset this round. Just quickly,
it's either I'm telling you,
Parramatta, Titans,
or Bulldogs.
Newcastle. No, Bulldogs. It's
a big game.
They're all.
They could be upsets, and I hope they all upset the team. The opposite.
You want to like. It's the funny end of the season.
Yeah.
So, something's got to give.
Yeah.
The game of the round, not biased at all. Not 4 o'clock at Allianz Stadium. They moved that in respect to the 30th anniversary of the 1995 Grand Final, which was played at the old SFS. Right. Now Allianz Stadium, the newly built. It's a Bulldogs home game. The second place Bulldogs versus the 7th place Seagulls, who had an awesome win coming off a high against the Melbourne Storm in Melbourne. I can't see why the Bulldogs are favourites. I know you're going to say they're favourites. This is an even money. This is flip of the coin.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I don't expect them to win this week.
Bulldogs. Oh, okay.
I love Bulldogs, but I'm being real.
But we're not $1.60 favourites. It's an even money. It's a flip of the coin.
Yeah, 100%.
This is going to come down to disciplined and whoever holds the ball more.
Yeah. Bulldogs should be roared up, or like G'd up, should I say?
Yep.
As in, it's the 95 grand final rematch, as in for
the 30th anniversary.
30th anniversary.
They're going to wear their Hyundai/Laundry heritage jersey.
And on top of that, they should go out there for revenge for what they did in the first week of the finals. That's the only way that I feel like Dogs could get over on top of them.
For the Dogs, Bronson Cherry comes back in, pushes Nari Tulau to wing and Jethro back to reserve grade.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that call.
I'll touch on that. Sam Hughes comes in for the injured Cecilia Tupanua, who re-aggravated his hamstring. It's not a tear, it's a strain. It's not in the same part of the hammy, because as the hammy's got 3 parts, it's in a separate area. They're looking at 2 to 3 weeks, not the 8 weeks that was initially a fees. It's not an 8-week injury. He's looking at 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah,
because it's a strain.
When he played last week, he was just a wash, bro. He runs through brick walls.
We're gonna need his impetus.
Yeah,
we're gonna need him in the 17th somewhere for finals, or we're not going forward.
Of course, he's 150 kilometers an hour. He's running.
You know where we got monstered against the Dragons at the ruck. They won the ruck. Let's call it as it is. Hayward, Salmon, and Morin and the like. We can't have 3 small middles come into semi-final time. We got smashed at the ruck.
I just feel like we can't have 3 locks in one team. We have 3 locks in one team: Salmon, Kurtman, and Hayward.
I would have went with Daniel Saluka Fafita instead of Sam Hughes. I still don't know what I know I'm harping on about it. What's Daniel Fafita done wrong to go from starting against the Penrith game
and then completely drop
to now? And Sam Hughes has been struggling for fitness and form in and out of the side. He hasn't. He's had a 10-week layoff for the foot injury.
Injured half of the year. Yeah. And we have too many locks. Three locks in one side. One starting and you got 2 on the bench.
We weren't good last week.
No.
There was some individual brilliance by Kiraz's first try to finish. Crichton's break and Lockie's pass. Other than that, we didn't look like scoring.
My biggest question mark for the Dogs is we've only scored 4 points in the last 4 weeks in the second half. Put that 3 ahead.
And we're supposed to be one of the fittest teams. Have we been burnt out, you think?
I don't know. I feel like we have been, bro. I was speaking to one of the boys last couple of days, and he mentioned that we could be gassed. Like, I understand Josh Curran was suspended and stuff like that, but I think he's overworked Max King. He hasn't given him a rest since Origin.
I don't think he can afford to give him a rest. He might give him...
Yeah, but that, like you said, Daniel Saluka's defeat has been doing well. Again,
we got one genuine prop in the whole side.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is Serrato was willing to take risks of putting Galvin on the bench during that Origin period and try to fit him in the team, and he was willing to lose a couple of games because of where we're sitting on the ladder. He should have done the same thing and rested the likes of Max King, the likes of the players that have been playing all season, and they've been playing more minutes than others, so there's big question marks, especially on our second half.
Did you see how we got dominated in the ruck butt?
Yeah.
Jaden Sewell was killing us. Bro, Emre Gulla looked like a world beater. Look, Jacob was out of dummy half because they got a quick play the ball.
I think the first half last week, we were the better side. After their first try from Sloane, that half field try, we went up a gear and we dominated the rest of the first half.
We looked in control.
Yes.
Second half, they were the better team.
Absolutely.
It helps with a 5-0 penalty count, Shane Flanigan, to start the thing.
Like you said, we're the fittest team in the comp.
But they won the ruck.
True.
We're not going to beat the likes of Canberra, Melbourne, Brisbane, Penrith. Lose it. We've won prop in the 17.
Yeah.
I don't know more than Serrato. I'm not a coach. I'm not a first grade coach.
But it's a common sense thing.
You cannot. What Bullfrog Moore say? When you think you've got enough props, go and buy one more just in case. Fafita for the first 15-20 minutes. Max King, Curran, and Jack Todd. Drop one of the locks, man. Make the call. You've got Hayward. You've got Hayward. You've got Hayward to cover the 14 role. You've got Kurt Mann. You've got Josh Curran at 13.
Even Lipoy Hotboy.
Oh, that poor kid he killed against Canberra. Never been seen again. Canberra and Dolphins
and Roosters game as well.
I just think if he doesn't want Kurt Mann to start at 13, which we've said on we can see Josh Curran to 13, Max King and Fafita to start, and then when Josh Curran has a spell or Fafita has a spell, Josh Curran pushes up to prop, and then he injects Kurt Mann into the side. Bro, what Jamin Salmon offers to that team, bro, he does no dirty work. He does jack shit.
Brother, I'm going to say this once.
The weak got a dog.
If Salmon didn't give that ball to Galvin, nothing would have happened.
My grandma gives that ball in a wheelchair.
Like Haywood would have dummied it.
Haywood saved the try.
Yeah, he did.
Haywood saved the try. Haywood's Haywood. How do Haywood outside? Got Haywood, Kurt Mann, and we got a dog. We got 3 locks and no props. Something's got to give, and he's got to pull the pin.
I'd pull out Haywood.
You're off your bro. Have you something in this water? I haven't opened it yet. A massive win for Manly. Big Hamoli Olakawaru.
Big player, bro.
Just in time.
Big player.
That's Curtis Morin's worst nightmare. Hamoli's folded him that many times. He's turned into origami.
Good thing he's not facing him this week.
He's got kick out. The battle with Hamoli and kick out should be an awesome one.
Yeah. Look, this is going to be a tough game.
But Manly are favourites.
Yeah.
Man, this is Manly's full strength side.
I don't expect.
Look at they got Hamoli, Takiaho, Tavanga, Matt Lodge. There's no guesses of where Manly's going to come at the Bulldogs. It's going to be all through the middle. And then you see Lehigh, Tommy Turbo, and Tola Kula do the magic. They're going to...
I don't expect us to win. But you want my prediction?
Dogs 1 to 12.
Dogs 1 to 12. Manly
by 4 points. Even though Seafold and congratulations to Seafold. The move of Tommy Turbo to centre has worked.
Working dividends now.
This is the 4th game in a row. He's played all 4 games. He's starting all 4 games.
He might want
He's triming both sides.
He might want a pay rise now. He's like.
Speaking of the Turbo brothers, Manly are in talks to extend Turbo by 2 years at 800,000,
and Jake,
which is a bit too much for centre money, but he's still recognised as a fullback. Let's not kid ourselves. And Jake, a 1 year extension at 550 or 600k. Do you agree with that?
Good signings.
I know a lot of people are not happy with the Jake Turbo 1 more year signing, but
how can you hate him?
You can't hate the guy.
How can you hate him?
You can put shit on his play, but you can't hate him.
Did you see how he kicked those bottles? We're walking into the
you know what? Every team needs a Jake Trebojevic.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Attitude.
He's a good bloke.
Attitude personified.
Yeah.
You can just tell he bleeds maroon and white.
Yeah. He's a good
They're good boys at Trebojevic Trust.
Yeah,
That's not easy. The referee, Ashley Teflon Klein.
Ya Allah.
Are you going out to the game on Sunday, Hazna? You got work, bud?
I'm working. I finish at 2 p.m. so I won't.
You no chance?
Nah, not this week.
I'm heading out with a few of the boys. We've got a nice box at Allianz, thanks to Benjamin.
Nice.
Benji. Hopefully it's a comfortable one, and we're celebrating on the way home. Otherwise, I'll be crying on the M5 on the way home.
This is a big match for us.
If Melbourne Storm lose and we lose, we stay in second. If Melbourne Storm win and we lose, and the Warriors will win, we drop down to third.
Yeah, it's either third or
the
second.
top 2 spot is going to be so imperative for the first round of finals. You want to be playing at home.
80,000 you're expecting at Bulldogs home ground if they were second.
Dude,
I just hope Canberra lose as well this week.
Nah,
if Bulldogs win,
Canberra's not losing.
Never know, bro. There's upsets this week. I'm telling you.
Thanks for watching episode 6. Hasuna, enjoy your footy.
Likewise, bro.
My tip of the week: work hard, be good to your mother. Thanks, guys.